One, two, three. All right. And good morning, everyone. My name is Jonathan Garner, and I'm a 22-year-old from East Bridgewater, and I'm a disabilities rights and cancer advocate on the state and national levels. I am 3 years cancer-free, and I am a person who happens to have autism. I'm here today to talk to you about something that can save lives: police training. Training that helps officers understand how to safely and effectively interact with people who happen to have disabilities, including autism and/or intellectual or developmental disabilities. I want to start by telling you a story. When I was in second grade, everything changed for me. My accommodations were ignored. I struggled to verbally express myself, and the more I tried, the more I felt unheard. I wore Sesame Street shirts because they made me feel safe, but I was bullied for it. My teacher, instead of supporting me, flipped a sensory hat off my head, something that was written into my IEP. I felt that my needs did not matter. I could not express myself verbally, so my body did the talking. I began hurting myself, not because I wanted to, but because it was the only way I could say I need help. One day, things got so bad that I tried to jump out of the classroom window. That's not something anyone should ever feel compelled to do just to be heard. I'm telling you this story so that when you see someone who shuts down, lashes out, or even hurts themselves, it doesn't look like aggression to you. It looks like communication. Because for many of us with autism or other disabilities, behaviors is communication. When someone is overwhelmed, scared, or unable to process the environment, that's how we express it. After that event, I was placed up in an out-of-district school that promised safety. But what I got was more trauma. When I became overwhelmed and cried, I was taken to a timeout room and restrained. This teacher would sit on me, hold me down on the floor. I felt like the hot lava was running through my body. I was terrified. I needed my mother, but she wasn't allowed in. No one listened. My trust in schools and in people I did not know was broken. My mom eventually found out by walking in and seeing me be hurt by them. She pulled me out and homeschooled me. It was only then that I felt safe again. To this day, I live with the consequences of what happened to me. I have PTSD from school-based trauma. I struggle with trust. Imagine growing up and realizing that the very people who were supposed to protect you are the ones who hurt you. Now imagine trying to navigate that world and including encounters with law enforcement. That fear still inside of you. That's why I fight for change. No one should be punished for communicating differently, and no person with a disability should be treated as a threat just because their brain works in a different way. And that is why I'm here today. Because police officers are often the first to respond when something goes wrong. You are the front line. You have the power to turn a crisis into a moment of connection or a moment of tragedy. Let me tell you what it looks like when things go right. A few years ago, I was waiting in a car while my mentor ran inside. A police officer approached. I couldn't speak because I was so nervous. That's what I do when I'm overwhelmed or surprised. But my mom had made me an ID card that said, "I'm not being rude, I have autism, I shut down when overwhelmed, please call my mom or dad." The officer read it. He didn't escalate, he didn't assume, he just said, "Okay," and told me to tell my mentor not to park there again. That moment could have gone very differently, but because I had a way to communicate and the officer responded with understanding, I was safe. That's why I use the blue envelope. It's part of a program for individuals with autism. Inside the envelope, which I have right here, there's a picture of my ID, medical info, and a short note explaining how I communicate. The envelope is blue, so it's easy to recognize. It helps create understanding without words. But not everyone has blue envelopes, and not every officer knows what autism looks like, which is why we need training. There are heartbreaking stories of what happens when training is missing. This past January, Joseph Penotto was a 6-year-old girl with autism who wandered away from Norton's home. Like many autistic individuals, she was drawn to water. Her family had alarms and locks on at home, but she still got out. First responders didn't know where to look right away, and tragically, Josie drowned in an ice pond. If police officers had been trained, they might have checked the water first. In these situations, minutes, seconds matter. Jason Rott, I believe I said his name correctly?
Justin.
Oh, excuse me, Justin
Root.
Root. Yeah, it's Root, my bad. Was a man with mental illness and disabilities. He fled after a report of a fake gun. He was later shot multiple times, even though he was unarmed and seriously injured. He died. His family is still fighting for justice. These are the consequences of misunderstanding disabilities. Police training police training builds an understanding and can give officers the tools to respond safely and prevent tragedy. Now, let's talk solutions. We need to pass 2 bills in Massachusetts. As a matter of fact, after I leave here today, my mom and I are heading to the State House to testify for the police training bill that I'm going to tell you about. And first is the police training bill. This bill ensures that the police and correction officers receive comprehensive training on how to recognize and respond to people with autism and or other disabilities. The Blue Envelope Bill. This bill supports communication between police and people with autism during traffic stops and or emergencies. It helps both sides understand what to expect. These are tools to save lives, to build trust, to make sure someone like me and thousands of others can feel safe in your presence. I've had positive interactions with police, but I know how easy those moments could have gone another way. So here's what I'm asking of you. When someone comes into contact with someone who doesn't reply right away, who avoids eye contact, who repeats phrases and movements, or seems non-compliant, pause. Ask yourself, could this be communication? Could this person be scared, overwhelmed, or struggling to process what's happening? Because when you understand us, you don't just protect the community, you become part of it. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your service in protecting us. Let's work together to make Massachusetts a place where everyone, regardless of opportunity, is seen, heard, and safe. Thank you.